Welcome to this special 1-minute micro-explainer. Today, we're diving into a story of loyalty that is just so profound it's going to break your heart right out of the gate, but I promise it'll piece it beautifully right back together.
Okay, let's dive into this. 317 nights. That is exactly how long a lonely golden retriever named Buddy sat outside the exact same front door. He was waiting endlessly for a man who had actually been dead for almost a year.
You see, Buddy's life used to have this incredibly joyful rhythm to it. Literally every evening, right at 9 p.m., he'd greet his owner, Daniel, who was coming home from construction work. But that happy routine, it was completely shattered one winter night when a tragic highway accident took Daniel's life.
And so the wait began. Days turned into weeks, and weeks just endlessly stretched into months. Now, kind neighbors were constantly coming by, offering food and warm blankets, but Buddy stubbornly refused to abandon his post at the front door. He just wouldn't leave.
But then came the 318th night, and at exactly 8:58 p.m., something shifted. Buddy suddenly lifted his head, his ears pointing sharply toward the road.
Right on the dot at 9 p.m., a black SUV slowly rolls to a stop outside the house. Buddy lets out this unusual, almost desperate bark as a young woman steps out of the vehicle.
Turns out the woman was Daniel's sister, Emily. She opens a small cardboard box she brought, and inside is Daniel's old blue jacket. Instantly recognizing the scent, Buddy just pressed his face right against it and began to whine.
And this brilliantly illustrates the depth of their bond, because tucked inside that box was a hidden photograph and a note Daniel had left for his sister. It said, "If something ever happens to me, please take care of my best friend."
It was a promise kept, and for the very first time in nearly a whole year, Buddy finally left the front door. He climbed right into the passenger seat of Daniel's old truck with Emily, realizing, he had found someone who would never abandon him.
Because love doesn't always mean waiting endlessly for someone to return. Sometimes it's really about carrying their memory forward, which leaves us with a pretty powerful question. Whose memory are you carrying forward today?